Hey Rob, it's been an interesting 7 days for everyone outside of the club. What's it been like for those inside the club?
Pretty similar to how it was last week, really. We've all been having to just think about that next day and next game. Same scenario, that all boring answer in a way, if you like. We've just been really focused on Derby County, making sure we've been really well prepared, training well. The lads have been great in training, been really good, really professional, worked really hard. And so yeah, being focused towards the next day and the next game, which is what we have to do.
Have you spoken to Jeff Shee and Kevin Thirlwell this week? And if you have, what was said?
I have quite regular conversations with them, really, because they're always around the training ground. So we've had a couple of meetings with them. I've been explaining what we're doing, why we're doing it, what we've been working on, and they've been great. They've been really supportive, and it's good that they're all around, so we can have that regular contact.
It's been well documented that the interviewing process has been ongoing. Have you interviewed, and how's that gone?
No, as I say, I've had regular conversations with them, and a couple of times throughout the last week or so. And what I've been doing is explaining where we're at, how we've trained, why we're training, what we're doing, and so I wouldn't say it's an interview as such, but I think we're just working as we're working, and that regular contact is always helpful, I think.
You touched on it before. You said you were happy with how the players have been. How hard has it been for them? Because it must be a strange time for them.
Yeah, but I think players, they think about, probably the first thing they think about, am I playing on the weekend? And that's their main focus. Obviously it's a team game, but they're all individuals as well, so they'll think about their own situation. They get paid by the club to do their job, which is play football. So they've turned up every day, they've given us everything, they've worked really hard, they've been really focused. Hopefully they've enjoyed the training. It certainly looks as though they have. And our job then as a staff is to try and keep things as regular and as normal as possible for them, to deliver a good working environment, good training sessions with a real plan as to why they're doing it, and the plan is to try and beat Derby County on the weekend.
You led the team out against Blackburn last weekend. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was great. It was a brilliant experience, something I'm really proud of. I mean, I don't think anything can quite prepare you for how you're going to feel when you get that opportunity to do it. It's something I have thought about. You know, I think a lot of coaches, when they go into this side of it, they think about one day leading a team, and it's something I had thought about. I'm not going to lie about that. So it was a really proud moment. There was nerves, there was excitement, many emotions really, but overall really enjoyable. Yeah, it was a good day.
If the game against Derby is to be your last in temporary charge, what will you have taken away from this experience?
It'll give me a lot of confidence, the fact that I think I can do it ultimately going forward at whatever point that could be in the future. So yeah, I suppose confidence, and the fact that, you know, working with a group of players as we have, and managing a group of staff as we have, I think we've done it in the right way. You know, we've tried to keep as much consistency as possible. We've tried to make it as enjoyable as possible. Try to train in a way that we play. So I'll take a lot from it. You know, it'll be something I'll have to reflect on, I think, afterwards, and really sit down and think, what have I learned? What can I do better? What went well? Because there'll be all of the above. There'll be things that I can improve on, of course, and there'll be things that I think that was good, and I'll do that again.
Will it have whetted your appetite? Will you want to perhaps move on with your career a bit quicker now that you've had a taste of it?
It's difficult to plot your career, I think, in this job, because I think once you're working at first team level, it becomes quite unpredictable. Football can change very quickly. So it's something that, like I've said, I would love to do in the future. It has whetted my appetite for it. It's given me confidence and belief that I think I can do it at some stage. But I'm realistic to know that, you know, things can change in football. I could revert back to my old role. I could be in a different role. We shall see. But I've really enjoyed it.
Let's look ahead to Derby at the weekend. There's a good recent record against Derby at Molyneux. You had 2 wins in the last 2 visits from Derby, I believe. You must be looking to extend that. Yeah,
of course. I mean, we know it's going to be a tough game. They've got some very, very good players. They've got an excellent manager and a really experienced guy in charge. So again, we're under no illusions as to the magnitude of the job. But in saying that, we've got some very good players. We've worked hard this week. I'm expecting improvements from Saturday's game as well. And we're at home, which I think does give us that slight advantage as well. So it's going to be a tough game, we know that, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really good game. The last few games, you're right, we've come out on top at Molineux as well, so let's try and keep that run going.
With the game being at home, will you want your team to seize the initiative and get the crowd on side?
I'd want to do that, my team, whether we're playing home or away. Really, that's something that we've spoken about. It's something that we would always try and look to do. Obviously, you can't do it all the time, but that's something we would try to do. So, yeah, I mean, we want to try and get the fans on side. They're coming, they're paying good money to try and see entertaining football, and that's what we've got to try and deliver.
Finally, from me, are you surprised at Derby's position at the table? Do you feel that they should, perhaps like yourselves, be higher in the Championship?
The Championship is a really tough league, and it does deliver ups and downs and surprise results at times. Like I said, they've got some really good players, an excellent staff behind the scenes as well, and you would, I suppose, expect Derby County to be higher, as you would with ourselves. They've had a change obviously as well, like we have, and there's reasons for that, and ultimately it comes down to results. So Steve has had a couple of wins now since he's been in charge, so they'll be in confident and buoyant mood, and they'll be looking to climb that league table as soon as possible. They certainly have the players to do so.